So, where were we? I told you what was going on. I've been working on a book for 16 years. I sat down with friends and they challenged me. Let's take the next 8 weeks and let's finish the whole book. And bear in mind, that's editing down and correcting and fixing and addressing issues with 60,000 words. That's inserting over 30 images into the text, the body of text somewhere. It's formatting a whole book. It's deciding on what the cover is and doing a cover shoot. Then it's getting them printed and made and delivered. And then it's actually building a whole evening, one of our mob evenings, around the concept of a book, taking something that's maybe quite singular, something you read in your own time at work or on a toilet or whatever, and somehow building a physical, actual event in the world around it. How do we do that? What's the best way to do that? I don't know. I only know the way we did it. And I should say at this point that I work 60 hours a week over 2 jobs. 20 hours a week doing social media for a friend's game company.
40 hours a week delivering windows.
So I'm already pretty jammed. Also, in the same period was my daughter's prom, and we decided to remodel the entire back garden, building a patio and paths and fences and all sorts. So pretty jammed up. So it's going to be a challenge. First things first, we need to address some issues with the manuscript itself. We had to look at the whole 60,000 words again, just check every bit of grammar. This meant myself and other people going through it, and ultimately it was given to the wonderful Megan, who went through it with a fine-tooth comb and sorted out my terrible, terrible English. At the same time, I still worked on a few things that I'd sketched out, but now I need the final complete drawings that were going to go in the book. So things that I'd done small in a sketch were put onto a larger format and then eventually passed over to the guy Mark, who would be kind of formatting the book for us. But this was very enjoyable, just working on last few drawings that needed a bit of polishing up. Next up was looking at the layout. Now we had the drawings, now we knew that the text was correct. We had to start really thinking about the atmosphere of the book. Where were the drawings going to go? How was the text going to work around the illustrations? And this took a lot of to and fro between myself and a few people, and a wonderful man named Mark who helped me with all the layout. I say helped me, he did it. The guy's a layout ninja. And eventually, after sorting out our manuscript issues, we pretty much got to a layout that we were really, really happy with. Next up, photo shoot for the cover. When it came to the cover shoot, only one man would do for us. This is Justin Sutcliffe, wartime correspondent. He's been in some gnarly situations over the years, but now he finds himself at a studio in Hertfordshire, taking photos of a man holding a plate of jelly. It just doesn't get much better. It's a career peak for him. He was very, very happy to be asked, and you know, I think did an outstanding job. In the end, we got a result that we all loved, and you know, quite unique to the book and suits it very well. Next up was mob prep. We had to take some of the small drawings and things I'd done, some that were in the book, some that weren't, and bring them to life in a real solid way, making them actual objects out in the world. Now, I did some of this, but also time pressures being what they were, I actually had some help. My daughter Maylee and my friend Tom and another friend Al actually spent some time in a separate studio a few miles from my house, taking some of the pages of the book and actually projecting the image up on the wall and then kind of copying them bit by bit by hand to the point where we had some amazing images. Here they are.
There's Moses. Maylee's finished Moses. And you've got Tom in the corner over here doing a chicken and a pig. He's on the chicken now.
No, this is the pig.
That's the pig. That's the pig. Okay. And then you've got this one, which is Jesus and the sheep happening.
I love these. As they were doing them during the day, I was out at work delivering some windows and I kept getting little videos and little photos, and it tickled me, man. When I got home later that night, I actually worked on taking that small pasty drawing and making it much bigger onto a bit of wood, and I sent my friend Mark this message. Hey buddy, I hope your day in London went well, mate. Really enjoyed seeing all the pieces up super big, blown up today. And yeah, thanks, really appreciate it, lending me owl and equipment and space and time and all that sort of stuff. Maylee and Tom nailed it. Apparently Tom spent his time just laughing out loud and then standing up and saying, I can't believe I'm drawing a chicken with ginger hair and I'm drawing a pig with ginger hair and they all look like Rick. Apparently that's what he was doing. But yeah, they got along, they got all the pieces done and they look brilliant. So really good stuff. And I'm excited to see some of the reactions that they get on Thursday. It looks like things are still online to be on track to be delivered tomorrow. Maylee's waiting in all day until they do come. So fingers crossed, but it still looks pretty good. So yeah, let's roll on Thursday. A bit of now biting, a little bit of continually checking the Amazon kind of like, you know, where your driver is, where your delivery is, and it moving around a couple of times. Eventually, good news.
Boys, Amazon man, it's just been dropped off a little Sam Summit. So without further ado, let's open it up and see what we got. Come on, you. Come on. Come on, boys. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Come on. Come on, man. Look at all these juicy books, mate. Look how juicy they are. Come on, man. 17 years. How many editions? How much money, time, effort, help from family and friends and boys just to get here. Become Jelly. Uncovering the process behind lasting change. Written by this guy. What's up, people? How's it going? Mob day. Vote mob. Gotta love it. The car is loaded. The quad is following up. The dogs are in the back. What a lovely day. Look at this weather, mate. The weather's legit. So I just finished writing a little message signing every one of the 50 mob books that we're giving away to the guys that come tonight. And man, it's hard just signing and coming up with different things to write in 50 books. I was surprised. I thought I'd be all right, but it got a bit exhausting. But we're done. It is 7:20. The lamb is looking good. Everything's looking good. All the prep is done. So it's just a case of waiting for the men to come and then doing mob. Got archery going on, knife throwing going on, some good food, drinks, refreshments, just good stuff. And then we get around the circle, we'll talk about changing, what it means to change, and I'll talk a little bit about the book and give it away to these guys ahead of the real kind of launch in September. But yeah, it's been a crazy 8 weeks getting this book right, and we're there, man, we're there. The images from the book are posted all around the forest, and it's hilarious. It's just, I don't know what people are going to think. I would love to be in every little group that walks down tonight to the kind of staging area where we do mob, just to see what they say and what they think. What the hell is going on? Anyway, I got to keep going. Got stuff to do. So, looking forward to mob as ever. Love mob. Speak to you on the other side.
So it is now October 10th, quite a distance away from the mob of July 4th, from the 8-week project. We managed, as you've just seen from the video, to complete it in time by the hairs of our chinny chin chin. And we had the mob event. I can't show you any footage from the mob event because we don't record anything. We go at great lengths to make sure what happens at mob stays at mob, shrouded in secrecy and the circle of trust. But it went well. Guys came. We talked about change. I gave everyone that wanted one a copy of the book, or a couple of copies. They want to give someone else one, you know. And it was great. Looking back now, I reflect upon the 8 weeks. What did I learn? I learned there's power in collaboration, that it's not weakness to ask for help. And that's something that as a man, I constantly have to be learning and relearning. It's not the first time I've learned that. So I guess I've not learned it yet because I keep returning to the same issue. So yeah, collaboration, there's power in collaboration and asking for help. I learned also about myself and how problems I have around finishing things, completion, learning that they aren't to do with they're not entirely to do with what I thought it was. And I've learned some deep-seated stuff from, I guess, how I've been all my life, that are a real revelation to me, maybe not to anyone else, but to me. And I'm going to, hopefully, if I can dig into them, unpack and address some things going forward. I'm really grateful for everyone that helped me with the book. I can't list your names right now, but the 3 Marks, Megan, Ben, Megan, Al, Tom, my daughter, all friends, family that helped, gave time, money, effort and encouragement. So many people. It was a real group effort in the end. But yeah, book now out and about in the world. If you want to get a copy, links in the description. Don't worry, I'm not going to be the guy every video that's like my book, my book, my book. But you know, this is 2 videos about the book, so you know, grab the book here. If you haven't grabbed one, grab one. Christmas is coming, grab a couple and give one to a friend. We're going to get down into some other videos and stuff now, but it's been good to kind of talk to you about this, and these videos have been really interesting to edit down all the weeks of work, months of work, really, years of work, really. And they say that everyone's got at least one good book in them, and maybe that was my one. I hope not. I hope there's more, but we'll see, I guess. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Laters. Take care.